Say confidently, "Don't worry," showing that you're proactive and dependable. If you say these 2 words, you can attract any woman you want. Did you know that by just saying 2 simple words, you can completely change how women see you today? I'm going to show you how a straightforward phrase can help you attract any woman. Now, these aren't magic words, but I guarantee that when you use them correctly, they will transform how women perceive you and how you interact with them. The power of these words is incredible, especially when spoken with confidence and intention. And the best part, I'm going to teach you how to apply this technique in your daily life. But before we dive in, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like button and subscribing. Doing this helps support the channel and allows me to keep creating valuable content for you. Not only does it motivate me to keep bringing quality insights, but it also signals to the algorithm that this video is worth sharing, helping more people access this information. So can I count on your like? Let's jump right into it, guys. Many men make the mistake of being too accommodating or indecisive. When talking to a woman, they often say things like, "We can do whatever you want," or "I don't know, whatever you prefer." This only shows the woman uncertainty. What you might not realize is that by being overly flexible or vague about your desires, you're not projecting confidence, which can cause a woman to lose interest faster than you think. Here's the secret. These 2 words provide what women truly appreciate in a man: confidence, clarity, and leadership. The 2 key words are, "I want." Now, you might be thinking these words aren't a big deal, but they show that you know what you want and aren't afraid to express it. When you say "I want," you're not just making a request, you're demonstrating decisiveness, something that all women find irresistible. Now that you know the secret of these 2 powerful words, let's get to the crucial part: how to use them in real life. Because yes, saying "I want" might sound simple, but applying it daily is what will make a real difference. For example, when inviting a woman out, instead of saying something that sounds indecisive like, "Hey, if you want, we could hang out sometime," let's be honest, that doesn't spark much interest. Instead, say something like, "I want to take you to dinner this Friday." See how that changes the dynamic? You no longer sound like someone seeking approval or permission. Now you come across as direct, clear, and confident. That's what draws her in next. When starting a conversation with a woman you're interested in, instead of being vague or overly shy, say something like, "I want to get to know you better. How about we grab a coffee this week?" This shows that you're interested in a direct and straightforward way, which can be very attractive because it reflects honesty and clarity. Before we continue, let me ask you, ever thought about sending just 1 text that could make a woman crave? You instantly imagine a message so powerful it takes over her mind, making her think about you non-stop, even if she's currently with someone else or sees you as just a friend. These secret phrases trigger an obsession, leaving her excited and desperate to see you. But be warned, if you don't want her falling head over heels. Don't use these ready to have her hooked. Click the first link below to download these magnetic messages and watch her count down the minutes until your next date, finally in a more advanced stage of a relationship. If you're already seeing someone you can use, "I want to express your desires positively," instead of saying "whatever you prefer is fine." Be clear and direct by saying something like, "I want to spend more time with you this weekend. How about we plan something together?" This shows that you value your time with her and are proactive in strengthening the relationship. It's crucial to not confuse confidence with arrogance. Saying "I want" gives you an air of security and clarity, without coming off as pushy. However, if you don't use this approach with respect and empathy, it could easily be misunderstood. So let's clear this up to make sure you don't fall into that trap. Here's something crucial you need to keep in mind for this technique to work effectively. But before we dive deeper, if you're enjoying this content, drop the words "I want" in the comments to see how many of you are true alpha males. Now, let's be clear, using "I want" doesn't mean the world revolves around you, nor does it imply imposing your desires without considering the other person's feelings. It's not about dominating the conversation or controlling the situation. It's about being clear with your intentions while also leaving room for dialogue. For instance, if you say, "I want us to go out for dinner tomorrow," that's great because you're being direct, but if she replies that she can't or would prefer another day, your response should be flexible and understanding. Like, "Sure, I understand, how about Saturday instead?" This way you show that while you know what you want, you also respect her preferences. You need to be firm but not stubborn. There's a big difference. A woman will appreciate that you're decisive and clear about what you want. But if you come off as inflexible or unwilling to consider her desires or needs, you may quickly appear self-centered or arrogant, qualities that are not attractive. Importantly, using "I want" isn't just about you. It also creates an opportunity for her to express what she wants. When you're honest and clear, you give her the space to be the same. This helps build a relationship based on mutual respect and open communication. But the most important thing to keep in mind is your tone. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Your tone of voice and attitude are key to making these words effective. You don't want to sound authoritarian or as if you're giving orders. The key is to keep your tone kind and respectful, showing that you have confidence but are also open to what she has to say. Now that you understand how to use these two powerful words, it's time to put them into practice. This is where you'll really start to notice how such a small change can have a huge impact on how you relate to women and even your overall environment. So here's my challenge for you starting today. Use the phrase, "I want 5 times a day" for the next week. It doesn't matter if it's in big situations or small ones. The important thing is to start building that confidence. Use it with women friends. Or just in your daily life, when you start saying, "I want," you'll notice something interesting. People will start reacting differently. You'll see how they respect you more, feel more attracted to you, and perceive you as someone who knows what they want. We've reached the end of this video. But before you go, I want to give you an important reminder. Don't just stick to theory, take action, and put into practice what you've learned today. Knowing the secret is useless if you don't apply it in your daily life. Comment below how you plan to use "I want" this week. Share an example or situation where you think you can apply it, and at the end of the week, come back and let me know how it went. I'm sure you'll see amazing results, and I'd love to hear about your experiences. I hope this video has been helpful. My friend, if you'd like to hear more tips, comment on this video with the phrase, "I am the best version of myself for women." And if you're looking to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like button and subscribing. It helps support the channel and enables me to create more content for you. Feel free to leave your thoughts or comments below. Express yourself freely, and remember to keep a positive attitude. See you next time.